Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Stock Market Daily Update. I'm Aditya from Mostly Bearish. First of all, we are going to be talking about the trades that I took today and the live updates that I provided on my Telegram channel. For those who are new and want live updates during market hours, can join the Telegram channel. The link is given in the description below. Here, I don't provide any calls. I just provide screenshots of candlesticks of the stocks and index that I'm looking at, and based on that, you can learn a lot, and that is what I would love to do. I would love people to learn, and if I can add value or teach something, I'll be more than happy to. Second part, we are going to be talking about Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. The levels that I'm going to be comfortable trading, and tomorrow being expiry, there are levels which are going to be extremely important. So make sure you watch the video till the end to understand the different levels that I'm going to be looking at. Now let's get started. First of all, the first trade that I had taken was somewhere around here. When I had specified on my Telegram channel, the market is actually sideways as of now. What I meant by that is the market was only moving between a small range, but there will be a breakdown or a breakout. I was of the view that there is going to be a breakdown, and when I saw this candle formation and when the prices started moving downwards, I had entered the put option, and as and when the prices started moving down, I got almost 12 points in this put option. Now from there was some kind of a retracement, and then there was some kind of fall again. Now I had specified that today you need to be extremely careful. The main reason behind that is that the market is a little volatile and these fake breakouts are possible. I had updated this on my Telegram. If you see, the low created on this candle has actually broken the previous low itself. The expectation is that the prices will start moving downwards, but the closing was above and in range. That is why I did not initiate any new trades anywhere around this area. But when I saw this candle which had formed, already there was a big fall. When there was some kind of a retracement and then there was a fall which was going to happen again, this is the level that I had actually entered another put option where the prices started moving downwards, and this is where I had exited also. Now I specified that I'm exiting early mainly because there might be a retracement and I want to watch out for that. And that was a great decision, mainly because the markets are moving up. It did go down a little bit to the same level where the previous close was as well. Now from there was a huge turn in the market where the market actually crossed the day high and created a brand new day high on future charts. Now there was another update on Jubilant Life Science. This was a stock that I had identified somewhere around here. Now when the prices were in a range, right? This was the range that I was looking at. And as and when the prices started moving up, I entered Jubilant Food with a leverage quantity, but then my leverage was only for scalping. Now from here to this level, when the prices actually went, I had cleared most of my position, just holding 10%, which was of my whole capital itself. And from there I waited, mainly because I knew that as long as the prices don't come below this level, the chances of movement of this stock upwards are very high. If you actually see, that is what happened. There was continuous sideways movement, and from there, when the prices started moving at this candle, I was holding on to my 10%, plus I added some more quantity, mainly because I was sure that there is going to be an up move in the stock. And as and when the prices started moving upwards, somewhere around these levels, in phase-wise manners, I had started exiting the stock, holding the last 10% to actually exit when the prices move above 800. When the prices actually went to 802, that is where I had cleared all my positions. And if you see, the high created was somewhere around 804. And I had specified, if the stock does come down and if I see a re-entry and a possibility where these highs can actually be taken out, that is where I'm going to be re-entering the stock. But if you actually see, the prices started moving down drastically and they went to the levels where we had identified the stock itself, where there might be an up move in it. That was the reason I didn't re-enter this, and I was sitting on the sideline watching Jubilant Food. But positionally, I'm going to be looking at the stock, what it does for tomorrow and day after as well. You can also keep a watch on Jubilant Food for tomorrow and day after. Now let's get into the second part where we talk about Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Today, there was a drastic move, right? We saw the market falling down and from the lows it started going up and created a brand new high on future charts. There is a lot of volatility and tomorrow is expiry, right? So be careful. Option sellers need to be extremely careful because of this volatility. Try to use hedging, mainly different kind of strategies to keep your capital safe. Now let's get into the analysis of tomorrow for Nifty. First of all, I would like to say that Nifty still has a resistance, right? As long as this level is not crossed. Future chart, there was a new high created, but then on spot Nifty, the prices were still lower than the all-time high as of now. As long as the prices don't go above this, I'm going to consider this as a resistance. Tomorrow there might be a gap up, right? If the gap up is above the highs, then there are possibilities of a trending day or some kind of a upside movement, and from there it becomes sideways. So let's watch out for that. But as of now, I'm considering the highs as the resistance, whereas this level as support on positional. As long as prices are above this and below this, this is the range that I'm comfortable looking at Nifty on intraday basis. Now let's try to look at it on a shorter time frame, that is half an hour. If you actually see, we are not too far away from the highs created, right? Now the only thing that we need to see is that how time is spent on these levels here, and the next thing is this is the support area for now. As long as the prices are in between this, I'm going to be looking at this level for my testing zone where the prices can reach, and the closing above that will give a confirmation that this is a strong support zone where both the trend lines are going to be respected. Now, if the price is staying on the top side here, right, in this band which I have specified, and from there is a breakout, there might be a trending move on the top side. But don't forget the concept about big gap up. If you recognize this huge gap up that Nifty created, from there was a huge fall. So similarly, if there is a huge gap up, try to look at how the candle formations are happening. I will be providing live updates on my Telegram channel. Make sure you follow that. Link is given in the description below. Now, these are the levels that I'm going to be looking at, whereas Bank Nifty was comparatively weaker than Nifty. Nifty at least had the potential to actually cross the previous day high and today's recent high, like what happened in the first half, and it went up, but Bank Nifty could not. Now we know that 3000 and 3150 levels are extreme resistance zone as of now, and as long as the prices are above this, we are fine. Below this, if we actually see prices coming below this, then I'm going to be looking at a shorter time frame to see how below. What I mean by that is how low the prices can actually go. Let's get into a shorter time frame, that is half an hour, to understand better. Now if you see that the price has actually taken support here, just extend this line, the price has taken support, whereas if I extend this line, the prices did not reach anywhere close to these levels. Now this area, yesterday I had specified how it spends time here. If you see, there was quality time spent, and from there was a fall. I had specified this. I want to see how it spends time here. From here there was a fall, and now this is the region where there is a resistance that is created. Be careful about this level, how it goes above or below. Now to look at this on a more better level, if there are prices, if tomorrow the prices have to actually move up, now this is the area which it has to cross, right? Once it is crossed and there is a retest where support is actually created, the resistance become a support, from there we can actually expect the prices to move somewhere around 29,750 to 29,800 levels. Now this is my upside expectation, whereas downside, as long as we are above this trend line on closing basis, we are fine. And if the prices do come down, retest and then break this level, that is where I'm going to be reconsidering this as a support, and it can as a support, and this actually can become resistance for the coming days. So I hope you guys have understood that what I'm looking at and how things are going to be working out in the market. right? Live updates are provided on my Telegram channel. Make sure you subscribe to it. And for those of you who want to learn candlestick analysis, that is price action basically, I'm leaving the link in the description so that you can get an understanding or a good hold about how candles work and how to look at it on charts when they're actually forming. Thank you so much for watching. Stay connected.